Hello, my little munchkins, my little crones, and my little chickens. How are you on this weekend evening? Well, I hope you're doing great. As for me, I'm doing pretty good. I was a little frustrated with myself today because I slept most of the day. Have you ever slept so much that you got angry? Because I didn't even get what I wanted to be done. However, I know that yesterday I was very, very busy, so I shouldn't be shocked that that happened to me. However, well, I hope that you had a glorious week as we draw to the end of this week. And Baby Crone and I are coming up on a year. That's right, a year of hard work, imagination, trying to think of content, trying to figure out what we want, what we don't want, what we want to add, what we want to drop, and we're still going through those changes, believe me. However, I think we're getting it down to a little niche about how we want to be and who we want to be. And coming up on our year, we wanted to do something very, 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 very special. So, I've been thinking about it, and I had several people in my family has said, "Oh, could you please go live?" And I'm like, I don't know, I don't want to go live because if I go live, nobody won't call me, and then I'm going to feel stupid, and I don't want to feel that way. Okay, I'm being vulnerable, showing my little underbelly, but work with me. And I was like, and I don't want to go live. I can't even reach 500. Sulking within myself. And Baby Crone wasn't helping. She was a part of the pity party. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Mom. So, sometimes you have to go outside and other people have to gather you. And I needed to be gathered. And I am so grateful. Truly, I'm always grateful. And I know that when you start out anything, it's here, little there, little this step, that step. Especially when you're starting out with nothing. It's not like I started out with an entourage or I started out with a whole lot of people. No, I didn't. I started out with zero, and out of that zero, I'm almost at 500, and I am eternally grateful. However, I want to go a little bit more and a little bit more. Of course, of course I do. And is that ego? Maybe, but it's also more about getting your content out in the world, making your imprint in the world, knowing that what you said mattered. And since I'm all about love, I like to just do most of my readings, not all, but most of my readings will always be about love. So when you call me and you don't say particular, I'm not a murder mystery person, so don't call me with that. But you can call me with anything just about other than something like that, So anyway, Baby Crone and I, we decided to do something unique, different for her and I. We figured for our anniversary, for our first year, which would be in February, and we figured we're going to go live. And we want you to call in. And we want to read personal readings. There will be 3-card reading maximum, or it could be a yes or no. I would do what the card says. Don't blame me. Blame the cards. You know how I say it. So please, I'm gonna keep saying it on everything we do. So please, in February, and hopefully it will be the 15th because that's when we started. So we want to do something really, really nice. And many of you never had personal readings for me, and I really want to promote that. So please, it's going to be so wonderful because honestly, I read by other things really. So, you could take cards away from me, but just by your voice, I can hear you, And so say, okay, so the voice, yes. So say now you're in front of me. So now I got a voice and I got you. So now I can connect all into your energy because the way that I'm learning, my gift work by sensory. Like, some people can take objects. You know what I mean? Me, I could take an object, but an object won't mean anything to me unless I know what that object meant with you. I pick up on human energy. I can pick up on a cat's energy, a dog energy. That's about all that I've been around. But because of my own animals. But I can pick up on other people's sensories. So please call. Don't ask me nothing hard. Don't come telling me about some stealing, robbing, anything illegal I don't want to do. Remember, this is a love station, baby, the Love Shack. And all I do is love readings. If it's about love, is he coming back? Is he cheating? Is he lying? Just like what I do on TikTok and Instagram. So if you follow me there, you understand that's just what you'll be getting. You'll be getting me, Lady Crone, and live on YouTube, and you can call in, and I think that you will be pleasantly surprised. Okay, now like I said, I had to take a little short break on that one. But anyway, we're getting ready to do a reading on who?
Hero Tiffin.
That way. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yes. And Josephine Langford.
Okay, so if those names are wrong, it wasn't me. It's Baby Crone. Okay.
They were British actors.
British actors, okay. So are they married? What's their signs? What's your sign, girl? Is it compatible to mine?
Zodiac, Hero is a Scorpio.
Scorpio. Woo! And his name is Hero?
Yes.
I need a hero.
And Josephine is a Leo.
Oh, it's like a lot of actors are Leo.
Which is very fitting because they like the spotlight on them.
You know what? You never lied. Yes. It's like I find more Leos. And Sagittarius.
Yeah, go-getters, achievers.
In this line of work. Just notice Taylor Swift. I can't even name everybody. I can't really. Okay, here we go. I'm going to do their love life and what's their names? Just give me their first name.
Hero and Josephine.
Hero and Josephine. Hero and I want to pick a card that's going to represent both of them. Hero and Josephine. Hello. Hero and Josephine. Say for the middle. Hero and Josephine. Okay. All righty. Hero and Josephine. I want to pick a card that represents you. I'm so sensitive to what these cards want. Ooh. Hero and Josephine. Okay. So for me, for your relationship, we see that this horse is a fiery horse, right? So we see that in this situation, I would say this is a more of an emotional person. They have more of an emotional relationship. And the thing here, I see giving. This could be one giving more to the other, or it could just mean it's a giving relationship and someone feels as though they're not getting enough. So far, let's see how this is starting off. Don't seem like it's starting off very well. So, wait a minute, what am I reading? They want to know what?
If they want to know if they're in a relationship, because they played in a movie franchise that
it don't even, at this part, it don't even look like they like each other, but go ahead.
Yes, this movie that they played in, they were a couple that had a child together. So they must have been love interest, and they want to know, do they have the same...
So they were so real on screen to you that you really feel as though that they could have the chemistry it could be outside of that. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Before I go on with this reading, look, many of you, my lovebirds, my hopeless romantics, when a movie take you in like that and you believe that could be real, that's what you call good acting. You've been suckered. Okay? You've been suckered. What do you mean? Well, I don't know these people, but from now on, I'm only going to read what the cards say. I'm not even going to buffer no more. If it's right, it's right. If it's wrong, it's wrong. But I know one thing. Even if it ain't happening, it's in the future. It's happening because these cards go by my pure energy, and whatever that is beyond my mind. It's spirit, and it's energy. I don't want to say spirit. It's energy. It flows through me, and these cards take pictures. And I'm going to prove it to you. This is a red horse. In my opinion for today, this red horse stands for fire. Fire stands for emotion. You should be able to see that picture that I painted. Here in this relationship, you see pentacles. In the pentacles, you see someone's giving a little bit more than others. As a matter of fact, as a scale, but it just doesn't seem like it is fair. Right? It's like one is looking up like I want and being neglected while the other one is giving. However, it may not be that way. It just means I'm giving this one first and I'll give you after. But then, why go through all those thoughts about was that a good thing or was that a bad thing when the deceiver shows up? So when the deceiver shows up, let's go back over the 3 cards again. That meant this is an emotional people. That means they're emotional. Why? Because I said, let me pick a card that will represent the both of them. This is a red horse. So this is emotion. It's fiery between them. Here, one feels as though one gets more than the other. So maybe there could be a little jealousy, a little envy, whatever. Either way, I have to be on that level. Why? Because deception showed up. Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay, so that's how I read. Okay, so let's go on with the story. So now we got the Fool. Now how the Fool play in that? And this person showing here that there was some kind of commitment or maybe they did like each other, or maybe they do like each other. Maybe what's happening now is maybe they had a little intimacy and they broke up. I don't know. Let's just see how this story goes. But it does show that one is a fool, so one could have turned away from the relationship. Maybe, how long ago was this movie? And how old are these people?
Hero is 25.
Okay.
I'm still trying to find when the last after.
Well, while you're doing that, I just picked a 4 of Cups. Here, whatever it could be, since this is cups. So here, it could have been like that on the movie screen. It could have been like this on the movie screen, you know, where y'all was bantering back and forth. Then now, outside of that, it just seems like y'all act like y'all really know each other. This doesn't seem like this is a relationship of anything serious. However, it does seem like maybe there was a time, or it could be a time, but I'm not seeing that, because right after I see this 2, I see this person I wanted. So no, I'm going to go by what I see. No, I don't see any love relationship. Here's again, everything is weighing. Whatever it is, it just seems like they too different. Maybe one is more outgoing. Maybe one is more giving. Maybe one is more, who knows? But I do not see them in a loving relationship. You know, no. Even though the hope card shows up, hope for what? I mean, it's like they work together. Now, let me ask you this. Here's everything in this is balanced. So it was like they had, what I'm getting from them on screen, I don't know the movie. What was the name of it?
After. It had 3 different parts. One came out in 2019, one came out in 2020.
I never seen.
No, apparently it's on Hulu. You can watch it on there.
Okay.
And the third movie came out in 2021. And then apparently there's one more that's supposed to come out.
Well, anyway, thank you, baby girl.
You're welcome. And they're both 25.
So what, okay. So what I'm seeing in this, it's like they were good on screen. They were good. They have the chemistry, but it just doesn't, it just seemed like if they did have a relationship, it was sexual. It wasn't nothing more than that. I don't see it here. I see one giving to someone else. Here, deception. Like, even if they did, I see the fool. What do you mean? The fool is about, look, this is a job, this is my day. I'm out here to have some fun. I ain't trying to get serious. So whatever happens on movie screens with actors, they fall in love. You know how it is. And then when the movie's over, they break up, they get married and try to fake the public, but they don't even last about a good 8 years, or most marriages last about 8 to 10 years, and then most people break up anyway. So if you get married, apparently you last that long, say, hey, we had a good run. And here in this relationship you see here, it could have been something, because I see the two. Right? And so there could have been some soul tied or soul tied that they had. Yes, it could have been. But where did it come from? It could have been. It just seemed like they were acting. They just had marvelous chemistry, apparently. However, outside of that, I don't see anything. Here is the justice. Justice is in all fairness. Like, it just seemed like they worked together. Like, this was just a cool relationship. Hope show up saying, yeah, justice is right. We find nothing. After that, we see tempers. Everything is copacetic. I don't see anything in this relationship. So I cut from the middle. Let me go to the middle. About right here. Okay. Let me see. Is there a relationship going on with
Hero and Josephine?
Hero and Josephine. Anything. Again, somebody don't want it. Maybe somebody do, but somebody doesn't know. No. This is what showed up. Meaning, no love live here. It's just the show. It's a movie. Okay. Since they're hopping on this, all I keep saying, it's the movie. We were acting. I feel agitated. Okay? So that means they probably get this all the time. I'm feeling agitated. I'm like, it's just the movie. That's what, And then, probably everywhere they go, y'all go together, y'all da. And it could be interfering with their relationships. You understand? Because as I think back, Stuart, with the vampire, what's her name?
Oh yes, Kristen Stewart.
Kristen Stewart and Robert
Patterson
went through that. Remember? Mm-hmm. And at the end, they couldn't make it. So I'm thinking this is what's developing. So for you all that's in your 20s or your late teens, you would probably know the name of the series. What was it?
After.
No.
Oh, Twilight.
Twilight. You would know Twilight. You would have followed the series back in the 90s, back in last century. You would know it. Well, anyway, this is what I think this is. I think it's just their chemistry is so strong, and I think that I really feel some agitation by one of them. So it could be they do it because it's money, they good at it, but maybe they feeling pigeonholed, they don't feel like I want, they're young, and they probably want more. So, and saying all of that gibbly goobly gop, I say this to you, from my reading, no. There is not a relationship. It appears to be. And even if it is, it would be PR stunt. From this reading, I assure you, no. There are so many cards that says opposite. No, here they go. Here's one. I don't want it. See it? Another one. I don't want it. Here you see opposite. Like, in other words, balancing. Here, hope don't fit. I don't know. Hope y'all understand that this ain't happening. Here is another one, temperance. Here is one, and giving of the selves. All these cards, and I had 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. It's very emotional with them. They have very good chemistry on TV. I can't wait to look at them tonight to see this series. But anyway, thank you for your reading. Thank you for your question. I hope I answered it. This is really a teen, not a teen, they're young adults. So this is a young adults, they're just good on screen, and many of them fell prey to this. And I'm getting the impression that like they've been doing it somebody's been doing it, and you know how you just want to find something else, like Robert Pattinson did. I can't wait to see them. So I'm sure that this guy has got to be attractive. This girl. But anyway, I'm going on about it, so I don't know. So, but no, as I said, no. From what the cards are telling me, there is no relationship going on, and if it is, it's just for PR. I hope that answered your question. Again, thank you for listening. Help me, baby.
Yeah, thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for tuning in to our little podcast here. And like I said, I'll be doing live readings on the 15th. So please, mark it on your calendar. And in a couple of weeks, when I'm absolutely sure, I will give you the time. But it's looking like about 7. But don't hold me to that. In the PM. On Eastern time in the United States, okay? So that's when I'll be doing it. So anyway, that's all I have to say. Thank you, my little crones, my little munchkins, and my little chickens. Please put the name of the person. Please subscribe, and we love you. Ciao.